3 counties, 14 cities, 2,800 square miles, 500,000 people, 50 years. In a state defined by growth, the Killeen-Temple Metropolitan Planning Organization might seem like just another one of the 24 MPOs across Texas. But when you look beneath the surface, you find a region with its own character, its own story, and its own way of doing things. On this 50th anniversary of KTMPO, join us as we look back 50 years to the developments, ideas, and challenges that brought us to where we are today.
Well, this is also my 50th anniversary on this earth. So over my lifetime, the last 50 years, I've seen tremendous growth here in the Killeen, Harker Heights, Temple, Belton area across Bell County. Understanding what was here then and seeing what we're doing today and what we've done in between, this area has been completely transformed and has certainly had to deal with a lot more people here, which is a good thing. People love Central Texas. They love coming here, but we need to make sure that those roads are safe. And so the roadways that we put into place, largely due to the influence of KTMPO, have kept us safe, and they've given us effective and efficient transportation across the county.
In the 1950s and 60s, Texas experienced an unprecedented level of growth, spurred by economic opportunities within the state and the population boom in the aftermath of the Second World War. The relatively small Bell, Coryell, and Lampasas counties, tucked away in the center of the state, were set not to just follow these larger growth patterns, but to get out ahead of them entirely.
KTMPO has been planning for the transportation infrastructure for this region for many, many years, and it's been gratifying to watch the way that the communities have come together to not only look after their communities, but the greater regional community.
In light of new federal highway policies, which sought to improve connections between Texas's exploding urban centers, local and state leaders in the region came together in 1975 to establish the Transportation Planning Policy Board. Representatives from both levels of government, as well as area transportation agencies, joined together to coordinate regional transportation planning. Bisected by I-35, hosting the country's largest military installation, and serving as a gateway to West Texas, the region needed to prioritize cooperation in order to balance competing needs and priorities. Building consensus and pursuing shared goals became a staple of KTMPO as its responsibilities expanded over time.
Cooperation is essential. Between all of our committees, when we have TAC with technical advisory committees made up of engineers and folks that understand safety and do all the data analysis for objective decision making on where these roads need to go and how they need to be built. Without them, the policy board wouldn't be able to make good decisions on when and where and how to build those roads.
While the private car-intensive infrastructure of Texas's expanding highway network characterized much of the region's early growth, public transportation would have an important role to play from the turn of the century until today. Bell County, Killeen, and Temple had started to become large regional cities, while Lampasas and Coryell counties maintained vital links to rural communities. Improving and supporting bus services was one of KTMPO's first forays into public transportation.
In the last 50 years, transit has changed very, very significantly. In 2017, we had a traditional fixed route system doing 1-hour loops. We've totally changed that. We've done away with almost all of the fixed routes. The only one we really have now is the commuter routes up and down the interstate. Everything else is now being performed with microtransit. So microtransit is similar to an Uber service, only it's a shared Uber service. Instead of waiting an hour for a fixed route bus to come around, you can be picked up. Usually the wait time is 15 minutes or so, and they'll take you directly where you need to go in the region. There's a lot of positive things coming in the future that we're excited, and we're actually pursuing some of those things now.
The growth of Texas's highways matched national trends, which saw increased freight transit that crossed both state and international boundaries. Although rail use had declined throughout the country, Temple remained an important hub, and I-35 and the many other highways that fed into it integrated the whole region into the rapidly expanding freight network. Seeing these trends developing, KTMPO created the state's first Freight Advisory Committee, designed to join the public and private sector in addressing the needs of freight transporters and our local communities.
KTMPO does certainly puts roads on the ground, and people see those, but oftentimes they don't know KTMPO does that. So that's we don't sing our praises a whole lot, and we don't need to. That's okay. We just want to make sure our residents are safe and have a place to get to work and church, school on time.
On the micro level, local leaders also began to look into non-automotive alternatives. In 2011, KTMPO recommended initiatives to promote walking and biking throughout the area. These early efforts led to the creation of the Bicycle Pedestrian Advisory Committee, now the Active Transportation Advisory Committee, in 2016. which focused on improving bicycle and pedestrian facilities. Connections to the Brazos Trail, which highlighted the region's natural beauty and wildlife, were at the forefront of early pedestrian and bicycle connectivity improvements. But the scope soon grew to encompass more of the region, inviting discussions around improving access for wheelchair users, skateboarders, horseback riders, and canoers.
You have to be a growing region, otherwise you're losing ground. And we have a record number of people coming to this region, businesses, individuals, for the quality of life, the quality of the schools, the education, the natural resources, and the way that we do business in Central Texas. And I think that that bodes well for our future.
We are proud of how far we have come, but that doesn't mean we aren't looking ahead to the future. Technological advancements and improved data help us better understand and manage congestion in real time. Infrastructure planning aided by these advancements can help us make safer, more efficient roads for people in the region. Investing in our mixed-use and public methods of transportation gives people agency over how they live their lives, whether they want to get around in their own car, on a bus, biking, walking, or any other method of travel. The future is bright for KTMPO, and we are working tirelessly to make the region a great place to visit, live, and thrive.
I think what has been the hallmark of KTMPO has been its ability to rise to that occasion. We are a forum where elected officials and appointed officials come together to represent their communities, to address that change and that challenge head on. And as a result, because we have that such a cooperative nature, we've been very good stewards of the funds that have been entrusted to this region. And I think we've made good decisions, and KTMPO helps make those good decisions for our future.
To all of the former and current elected leaders, officials, and staff who have devoted countless hours to thinking regionally, acting locally, and working cooperatively, we thank you.